Hi fourth graders, this is Mrs. Perry. I'm going to do a demonstration today on our next project. It's a mandala made with glue. We're going to start with a piece of paper. It's 9 inches by 9 inches. And on the back, as always, should be your name. I'm going to flip it over and use a ice cream pail lid as a template. I'm trying to center it and trace it with a pencil. With a mandala, there should be a radial design. It means it starts in the center and works its way out. So in the center, I'm going to start with a circle. It's okay if it's not perfect. Around the circle, I'm going to make a flower petal type shape. Around that, I'm going to make some more circles. I'm trying to keep my shapes big and spaced out because when I pour the glue on those lines, they're going to get thicker. In between here, I'm going to make a triangle that looks like it's pointing into the flower. Using many different shapes makes it interesting to look at. Around the inside of the circle, I'm going to make some more of those kind of curved flower petal shapes. If I make a little shape inside there, it just adds one more element to my design. But I don't want to crowd any of my design because those glue lines are thicker. Now I'm ready for the glue. The glue we're using today is a black glue. This one is made by Handy Art and it's got a twist top. I'm going to twist it open. I might take a scrap piece of paper and just test how well it's going to squeeze out and work for me. That looks pretty good. So now I'm going to make sure that the glue is all down in the nozzle end so I can work on going over my pencil lines. I'm trying to keep my squeezing nice and even and consistent so that my lines aren't thick and then thin, because they're going to get thick enough as it is, being glue. If I don't go exactly on the pencil line, that is okay. But we're not making mistakes that are throwaway mistakes. We're going to try and deal with our mistakes as best we can. So here, my circle didn't stay completely circular. I'm going to try and push it in a little bit, and so I don't have to throw away my project. I'm going to deal with it the best I can. I'm working from the center out, and I'm keeping one hand holding the paper steady as the other hand is gluing. I don't want to make my glue lines too flat. I want them to kind of round up. I also want to make sure that I don't get my helping hand in the way of my work. Some of my lines are continuous and I can just keep them going. Going back to fill in if it misses. After the whole thing is glued, it's going to need to dry for at least 24 hours in a flat place. So we're not going to be able to put these on the drying rack because our drying rack has angled shelves. So I will provide a tray for you to put your mandala project on, and then we will have to put those on the shelf and around the room. It's kind of nice that you guys are the end of the day, because nobody should be in here that might touch your glue as it's drying. I just had a change of idea here. Instead of going around that final ring, I'm going to make this shape more like a circular shape and leave that pencil line just the way it is. I'm not going to glue on that. If you wanted to glue on yours, that's okay. I just kind of like the openness of how this is looking. And sometimes in art, ideas change. Kind of close to the edge there, but I think it'll work. I'm going to show you a completed project. Now that mine is all glued, it can set aside and dry. I'm going to show you a completed project. This one has the glue all dry. See, I can touch it, and it's colored in. This one I did put the glue around the edge so it looks like a complete circle, whereas the one I just made now, I did not put that circle on. But I'm going to try to edit and add the yellow one when it's done to the end of this video, so you can see how that one looks at the end, and now you can see this one. Thanks for watching.